Welcome to a brand new episode of The Drop, the weekly show where I let you know the hottest games coming out across the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PC, the Switch, whatever they might be coming out on, we will talk about them right here. This week, we have our headliner Zombie Army 4 Dead War to cover, coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. On top of that, Monster Energy Supercross 3, the Dark Crystal tie-in game, and more to dive into. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. To kick things off, our headliner Zombie Army 4 Dead War is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Hitler's Hordes are back for more in this spine-chilling shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4. Abominable occult enemies, epic weapons, and a harrowing new campaign for 1 to 4 players await in 1940s Europe as you fight to save humankind from undead Armageddon. The Resistance have defeated Zombie Hitler and cast him into hell, but the dead rise once again with greater hunger than before. Continue the alternate history of Zombie Army Trilogy in huge new levels and uncover a sinister plan that takes the Survivor Brigade across Italy and beyond. Fight the forces of darkness in corpse-riddled canals, survive a zombie zoo, and journey to dark, inexplicable places no person has been before, and live to tell the tale. And of course, a couple of bullet points. Award-winning gunplay. Experience the genre-defining ballistics Rebellion made famous in the Sniper Elite series, and put it to good use against the shambling hordes of the damned. Of course, there are upgraded kills and dismemberment. The X-ray kill cam returns, watching glorious, slow motion as bullets, bombs, and more destroy bones and organs in X-ray. Marvel as your bullets tear off a rotten limb or two and shiver as the dead keep coming. Deep progression and customization. Build the Slayer that suits you as you rank up. Fancy yourself a Guardian Angel? Then take damage for your teammates. Do you like that turret so much? Why not take it with you? Then kill in style as you unlock new outfits, emotes, and taunts. There's Killer Melee. When the dead surround you, fight back with enhanced melee combat. Barge through crowds, stomp on heads, and dispatch the living dead with fearsome takedown moves. You've got epic weaponry to do it all with. Harness the power of fire, lightning, and divine essence to upgrade your guns and workbenches, and create homespun Hellraisers. An assault rifle that shoots lightning, a pistol with a flaming bayonet, anything goes in humankind's last stand. And of course, take on legions of ghoulish grabbers, hulking armored elites, terrifying shadow demons, explosive suicide generals, and a host of other surprises. When you are staring down the fleshy barrel of a zombie tank, you'll wish you had stayed behind the sofa. So Zombie Army 4 Dead War is continuing the legacy of the trilogy. Of course, the entire franchise came about because of a blend of Sniper Elite kind of coming into fame, and then on top of that, we also saw the rise of Call of Duty Zombies to become a mainstay staple of many of the mainline games in that iconic franchise. And so the team at Rebellion thought, why not make it into its own thing? And that's why we have what we have here today. Of course, the main draw for a lot of people, including myself, to Rebellion's games is the X-ray kill cam. You see what your bullet does inside of a thing. I like that, so I'm probably going to be giving this one a look at some point in the future. However, if you are into zombies, if you are into the ballistics and the gunplay of Sniper Elite, then by all means, Zombie Army 4 Dead War is coming up this week on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, if you do want to give it a look. Next up, Monster Energy Supercross 3 is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. The only official Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship video game is back. Everything is official, from real teams to the training compound. Monster Energy Supercross 3 is the exact replica of the Supercross world. The official 2019 season. Relive the 2019 AMA Monster Energy Supercross season with 100 riders of both 450SX and 250SX categories, 15 official stadiums and tracks, and for the first time, race with the official Supercross teams of the 2019 championship in the career mode. Dedicated servers. The addition of dedicated servers has made playing online more fun than ever. Challenge your friends in different modes. Public lobby, private lobby. Those are the only two options. Why did you make that a thing? Anyways, track editor. Create, share, and download an infinite number of tracks with the limitless track editor. Unleash your creativity to create the track of your dreams, or vote and download the one you like the most. The strength of a woman. What? Show the world how strong a woman I'm laughing because that's a bullet point. Show the world how strong a woman can be. Choose to play as a female rider to become the next Supercross champion and enjoy an improved gameplay. Just one improved gameplay. New ground and in-air physics, new rider models, and new animations will give you a more immersive experience to enjoy the Supercross world at its best. Whenever I was coming up, the main dirt bike / off-road game was certainly MX vs ATV. I personally was a fan of MX Unleashed on the PS2. Phenomenal game. Loved that one. That's beside the point. Now we have more games beginning to get folded in. One of those being Monster Energy Supercross. Now, of course, this is the third game, as the title does hint at, and of what I've played of the past couple of games, they're not horrible. Of course, they're not going to be polished Forza-esque experiences, but for those that are interested in Supercross, it is certainly a satisfactory game experience at the very least. So if you are into this sport or if you are into these games, then by all means, give Monster Energy Supercross 3 a look when it comes out this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC, as well as the Nintendo Switch. Next up, the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC. It doesn't look that great. In the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics, you will lead a fledgling resistance of Gelfling against their oppressive overlords, the Skeksis. Ooh, that sounds very menacing. Across more than 50 unique turn-based tactics RPG battles. Along the way, you will recruit and customize new allies by assigning them jobs, modifying their abilities, and outfitting them with equipment to ensure victory. With 14 playable characters, including familiar faces from the classic film and the new Netflix original series, build your own teams and devise winning strategies to overthrow the rule of the Skeksis and restore to the Gelfling homeworld of Thra. Oh god. Lead the Resistance, a twisted fairy tale full of mystical creatures from faraway lands. Experience an expansive story through the vibrant world of Thra, where innocent Gelfling lives are consumed for the essence by the nefarious Skeksis. I can't. The Clans of Thra. Thra is full of a variety of Gelfling homesteads and unpredictable environments. From arid deserts to lush forest, each as dangerous as they are wondrous. Brave the wild lands of the Gelfling clans to unite them and obtain unique strategic benefits. For those that don't know what the Dark Crystal is, it originated as a movie that came out back in the 80s, and it's mainly associated with Jim Henson, the guy that did the Muppets, because in the movie there's a lot of puppeteering, whatever you want to call it, and Jim Henson was deeply involved. It became a classic for kids that grew up in the 80s, and it kind of elevated to the role of like a folktale lore kind of thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but it definitely has some cultural weight to it. Now, 30 years later, give or take, Netflix decided to make another Dark Crystal movie, and lo and behold, that's what we have coming out in 2019, as of last year. Now, to tie in with that Dark Crystal movie, we also got a brand new Dark Crystal game, which is now launching this week in February of 2020. For those that are looking for a tactical style game that does take place in the world of the Dark Crystal, this is going to be a perfect one to fit your needs. But I will say, be sure you are into the management kind of situation, the tactics kind of situation, because although there is combat, there's also a big management portion of that as well. Personally, doesn't cater to my interest, but it might cater to yours. So if you want to hang out with the Gelfling people and fight the Skeksis, then by all means dive into the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC. And to round out today's main releases, we have Kunai coming on the Nintendo Switch. A traumatic event has shaken the balance of the world. Human life has been almost wiped out by the evil AI Lemonkus. It's Lemon and then K-U-S. So I like the southern man in me wants to go to Lemonkus, but anyways, robots roam free across the earth. You take control of Tabby, a killer robot infused with the soul of an ancient warrior. A ninja Metroidvania. Sounds unique. Start out with nothing and progress and increase in strength by killing enemy robots to unlock abilities, weapons, and ninja tricks. Explore a world filled with secrets, hidden passages, and mysterious characters. Kunai is all about movement and agility. Use your ninja mobility to reach places where no normal robot could ever go. Explore the different pixel art environments of Kunai, each with a minimalistic palette while Tabby makes cute faces. Use a variety of ninja tricks to move around the world and unleash your deadly arsenal of weapons to fight your way through armies of evil machines, rogue androids, and mindless mechs. As the description does say, this is a ninja Metroidvania, so at this point you kind of know what to expect from this one. It's going to be a perfect little indie for the Nintendo Switch if you were looking for something to fill some time in between work or perhaps during your lunch break. So if you do want to check it out this week, Kunai is hitting the Nintendo Switch. And to round out today's show, we have a couple of honorable mentions. First off, the Turing Test is coming out on the Nintendo Switch, and Life is Strange 2 is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC in its full format with all episodes finally launching. But that rounds out today's episode of The Drop. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, drop me a like down below and let me know what games you are picking up this week, if anything did strike your fancy. Are you super into the Gelflings and the Skeksis? Yeah? then let me know. But this show, of course, is hosted every single Sunday, so be sure to subscribe and stick around. Or you can check out the Jam Pack Report, my daily gaming news podcast, hosted 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, on YouTube and podcast services. Links for everything are down below. But until next time, you guys have a great one. I'll talk to you soon, and peace.